this is the second half of the Bach Invention number 13. It tells us from measures 14 to 16, we only have to name the chords, we don't have to put the Roman numerals. Usually when it's like this, it's because it's in the middle of a modulation. It's harder to pinpoint down exactly what key we're in. Okay, so the first one we're looking at is E, G, B flat, C sharp. It's going to be played in the wrong octave. And as always, we'll just stack it up in root position. So we have, I'll just write in treble clef, C sharp, E, G, B flat, because that's an interval of a minor third, interval with diminished fifth, and interval of a diminished seventh. So it's a fully diminished chord. Another way you can think of it is everything is a minor third apart. So this thing is a C sharp fully diminished seventh chord. Fully, so it's a circle. And because the lowest note is at E, that makes a 6-5. So the first one would be C sharp circle 6-5. The next one should be pretty simple because it's just a dominant seventh chord. A, C sharp, E, G, that's a dominant seventh chord. And because it's in first inversion, having the C sharp on the bottom, we just put A, 6-5. The next one's even easier, just a pure D minor. Try it. Da, da, da. D, F, A. Good. Now we look at the next one. The four notes that we're given are F, A flat, B, D. So let's stack it up in thirds. F, whoops, B, D, F, A flat. So we have a minor third. We have a diminished fifth. And then we have a diminished seventh. Okay, so it's just like the other diminished seventh chord that we had. It's a fully diminished chord. So B, fully diminished, so a circle. B, D, F. It's the fifth that's on the bottom, so 4-3. The next one is quite simple again. It's another dominant seventh chord. We have B, D, F, G. And then we arrange it so they stack up in thirds, will give us G7. But because B is on the bottom, G, B, so it's 6-5. Then that's a pure C major triad. And then this one, da, 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 D sharp, F sharp, A, C. That's after arranging it in thirds. So D sharp, F sharp, A, C. Again, everything is minor third apart, so it must be a fully diminished seventh. And the lowest note that we are given is an A, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So it's D sharp, fully diminished 4, 3. D sharp, fully diminished 4, 3. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Here, we are back clearly in A minor again, and so we have to give the Roman numerals. The first one we have, we can name it first. We know it's G sharp, B, D, F, so it's a G sharp, fully diminished 6-5. What does G sharp do in the key of A? A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp. Oh, it's the seventh note. It's the harmonic minor. So it's going to be labeled as 7, fully diminished with a circle, 6-5. The next one is quite simple also. You have G sharp, B, D, and then when you rearrange it, it's E, G sharp, B, D. A, B, C, D, E, it's the fifth note, so it's a 5-7. But because G sharp is the lowest note, so it's 5-6-5. The next one is a pure 1 chord in the key of A minor. These are very simple. 1, 5, 7. Sorry, my pen is like dying or something. 1, 5, 7. And then 1, 6, 4 because the E is on the bottom. A, C, E. Going through another 5, 7. And then this one. C, A. It's still 1 chord, but just a different inversion. So it's a 1, 6. D sharp, F sharp, A, C. We have analyzed this one in the previous page before. So it's a D sharp fully diminished 7th chord. What is D sharp fully diminished 7th chord doing in the key of A minor? Well, is it diatonic or is it a borrowed one? We know it's a borrowed one because in A minor we do not get D sharp. So it's the scale goes A, B, C, D. It doesn't do this. A, B, C, D sharp. So it must be a borrowed chord. And we can be a whole lot more specific. It's a borrowed 7th chord. The two most common borrowed 7th chords are the dominant 7th and the fully diminished 7 that's borrowed from a minor scale. So if D sharp is the 7th note of a certain key, then what key is it? Sorry. D sharp is the 7th note, then tonic must be this. D sharp 7th note, tonic must be this. So we know that we are borrowing E minor 7th chord. Then since E minor is the 5th note in A, so we are borrowing the 5th one. So it's 7 fully diminished 7 off 5. And I just check the inversion we are given here. Yes, that's the root position. So we just have 7 fully diminished 7th off 5. Then 7 fully diminished 7th usually goes to 5 or 5, 7. Okay, we do not have to put 7 fully diminished 7 off 5, 7. The reason being, if you're borrowing from 5, there's no need to tell people that, oh, well, 5, 7 is coming up. So this is the answer. Then you get this G sharp, E, D, F. It's another fully diminished 7th chord. It just belongs to the original key, A minor. So you're not borrowing from anybody. Then this is a 1 chord again. That's just the same thing as that, an octave lower. So we don't have to go over it. And then you have the 5 chord from A minor. This is the 1, 6. It's just another, that's a 5, 7 chord from A minor. Another 5, 7 chord from A minor, different inversion. Now we get to the last line where they tell us that we're going to just name the chords. Okay, first one we have in this position, A, C, F sharp. Then when we arrange it in thirds, in root position, F sharp, A, C. Notice how it sounds a little different than the other ones that we've been talking about. It's got a wider sound than this. So this half diminished 7th, fully diminished 7th, the difference is the outer 7th. This is a minor 7 on the outer, this is a diminished 7th on the outer. So watch this carefully. This thing is called F sharp, half. Okay, that circle is too big, just to make my point. Half diminished 7th. And because of the inversion, so it's F sharp, half diminished 6, 5. Then we go to G sharp, E, D, F. This is the kind that's fully diminished, so just a circle, 6, 5. Then this is another 7th chord we haven't talked about in today's clip. It's a minor 7th chord. We have A, C, E, G, minor triad plus minor 7th. When it's a minor triad plus a minor 7th, it is a minor 7th chord. So we label it A minor, and then because of that, it's 6, 5. The next one's really easy, just B flat major chord. And then that we have analyzed before, it's just a 7 fully diminished 6/5 because of the V on the bottom. That's just the same thing in a different inversion, the root position, a different arrangement. 1, da dee da 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 da, D is 4 in A, da dee da da dee, E is 5 in A. Then we have the same fully diminished chord in the third inversion, so it's 4/2. This essentially is a copy of that. Yeah, the same thing. I know I've mentioned it before. 7 fully diminished 7 of 5 should go to 5. But you know, 1/6/4 is almost like a 5. This is why. One chord is A, C. 1/6 is 1/6/4 is E, A, C. It's almost like a dominant chord because of the bass. You have the bass of the E, so sometimes 7 fully diminished 7 of 5 doesn't go to 5. It goes to 1/6/4, and it sounds great just because that lowest note, the bass, being a 5 of the scale. Then this is just a simple 5/1, and hope this clip helps you.